If you're a member of Controller Gang, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and use code Upshall in the item shop. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Making this one because I really think that Epic has made some secret changes to aim assist in this game, and I really wanted to talk about it in today's video. So I'm going to sound like a full-blown conspiracy theory right now, and I want to apologize preemptively, but basically Fortnite is completely removed, for those who don't know, patch notes from every single update, which means there's no update notes that go out at all. And I think Fortnite's idea here is that we don't know what's going on in Fortnite, so it inspires you to play the game more and experience the changes. But here's the thing. I think that they did this so that they could secretly nerf aim assist so that controller players and console players wouldn't know it, so they wouldn't necessarily know to complain about it, getting rid of like controller advantages like L2 spamming in the game, which I'm not necessarily opposed to, but I would just like to actually know, Epic, be real with us. Tell us what's actually going on, because I really feel like if they're going to make a change to the game, that's fine. I can adjust. I'll change and adapt. But it makes it a lot easier to change and adapt when you actually know what's going on. So what I think has changed has only specifically been applied to legacy settings in the game. So legacy settings, for those who don't know, you can turn them back on by just going down here to legacy look controls, turn them on. For those who don't know, you get aim assist, blah, blah, blah. We've already been through this loads of times. But basically, you get aim assist when you use legacy look controls, which means when I get close to a character and I tap L2, it drags me onto them, right? Now, I think that in the actual Battle Royale version of the game, this still works in creative, but I think in BR, the amount of auto-rotation you get is drastically reduced, and the aim assist slowdown, which is the amount of stickiness that you get basically when you get on a target, has been reduced in the actual Battle Royale version of the game. And I'm not the only one who thinks this. Unknown Army, who's a way better controller player than me, I definitely trust his opinion more on everything controller because he's a double World Cup qualifier. And he said after the update, which went live on Tuesday, he said that after testing, I have no doubt they did a silent nerf on aim assist. And I honestly agree with him so much, dude. I think in-game, the tracking, which the biggest change is the tracking. I still think there's some auto-rotation, but I think legacy settings have been nerfed. So far, I don't think the other settings, which is linear and exponential, have been nerfed at all, which makes me think two things: that they're trying to push people to switch to linear and exponential. I will still be staying on legacy settings just for the next week to keep trying it out, keep experimenting, just so I can give you guys a good opinion on whether or not you should switch or stay on legacy. But if you guys are wondering what my exponential settings are, exponential, for those who don't know, is similar to legacy. It's got the same kind of acceleration style and input feeling as legacy. So if you're trying to transition to new settings, exponential is going to be the easiest one to learn at first. Linear has its advantages. If you want to watch that, I'll link in the description my video on linear settings, its advantages and disadvantages. But these are my settings on exponential if you want to try them out, if you do want to switch off of legacy, because I really think that like on PC, aiming is so much easier when you're using a controller because we have a greater frame rate and things are more consistent because of that, and it makes accommodating to aim assist changes a lot easier. But for console players who have a lower frame rate, which means greater input lag, which means chunkier kind of aiming, makes it a lot easier to tease out your aim when you're on that lower frame rate on console. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Console players, let me know in the comments, man. Chime in. Do you think aim assist has gotten nerfed, and what setting are you playing on? I would love to know, and thank you guys very much for doing that. Yikes. The only comp I like is the wagers? Yeah, and I don't like doing wagers, man. Sort of for ethical reasons. I don't really want to promote that, nor do I really enjoy doing wagers myself. But I definitely don't want to promote wagers on my stream. Come on, boys. Okay. These guys are so slow, man. They're playing so slowly, but you can't really force it because they can just angle you. And I didn't have any mats, so I was honestly just like forced to play at those guys' tempo. That's a bot. Yeah, Cliss got banned for playing with Zane on stream. It had nothing to do with wagers, really. It just was, if you play with somebody who's banned on Twitch, you yourself get banned, which is kind of crazy, but it is what it is. So just to explain, my thing with wagers, guys, that, like, my problem, and I don't mean to dig at anybody who does them, because they're definitely really, they can definitely be really fun, and I'm sure they're probably really fun to watch. I just don't want to promote gambling in any way. And, like, yeah, they're not gambling if you're good, but, like, not everybody's good. And I don't want to be giving people bad habits. Because gambling is kind of evil, dude. It can kind of ruin your life. I've seen it happen to people before. So I don't really want to promote that. Just not what I'm about. Like, I don't know. I know it's a little different than just straight up gambling, but I don't know. The other side of it as well is that if you're doing open wagers on your stream, the people who are going to challenge you are going to be the kids who watch your stream, right? So then you have, like, another added ethical dilemma of, like, essentially taking candy from babies, where you're getting your audience to play against you, and you just, you know, milk them, essentially, for wager cash. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, people donate to me as well. Like, I essentially get free money from people when they donate. But it's like, I don't know. I'm not comfortable doing that. I'm just not comfortable doing that. It is tricky, because I can definitely understand the interest of wagers. I'm sure they're really fun to watch on streams, but just don't really want to do that. Clicks does 1v1s all the time. I mean, it is what it is. You know what you're getting into. You know that it is a wager. I just don't feel comfortable doing that. That works so good, man. Shooting out, like, I feel like I say this constantly on the stream, but shooting out a build rather than pickaxing a build works so much better, man. It's crazy. It hardly even makes sense, but for some reason, the way the turbo build mechanic works in the game, if you shoot at a wall to replace it, you get it so much more consistent than trying to pickaxe it. It really makes me feel like the whole 50-50 mechanic is not real. Like, I don't know. Because it works way too well. Way too well. What's up, Carlos? All right, we got one guy who made it in here. Like shooting fish in a barrel. Where's this last kid at? It seems like they might have changed skill-based matchmaking back. Solo squatting was insane for a little while there. It doesn't feel insane anymore. Freaking bot. Get out of here, bot man. Don't really know why I keep grabbing the harpoons for late game. They're not really good late game because there's nowhere to fish, man. Like, there's literally nowhere left to fish for me right now. but yet I keep grabbing them. I'm insane, Jarvis. All right, this is the last team here. Oh my god, get screwed. Later, bitch. Later. Oh my god, dude. Get out of here, bro. Get pooned, dude. Get pooned. Level 202. How sweaty am I out of 10, dude? On a scale of 1 to 10, how sweaty am I? Yo, Kanik, thank you for the 1-year resub. Thank you so much for the continued support on the stream dream with Twitch Prime. You're a beauty. Full time. Thank you so much. Whoa.